Hey everybody, Paul here from Ballistic Blood Bullets, right on the eve of my house move and stressed beyond belief. Oh my goodness, it is hard work. I'll be so glad when it's done and dusted and dust devilled. It's a long hard slog. Just to let you guys know, I'll be away from YouTube for probably about 3 weeks, unfortunately, because the new move address, it doesn't have a phone or internet connection until right at the end of August. Not fantastic service, but hey, these are the breaks and you just got to roll with it, I guess. But before that, there's still time to do one last video for the next few weeks, and what better video to make than that of a package from the mighty Dust Devil, of course, known to everybody, liked by everybody, the mighty Hunter, and he's at the Tulsa Movie Den. And do stop on over there and check him out and say hello if you haven't done so already, which I can't believe. Of course you would have done so. Hunter's one of the best on YouTube. Great guy, real pleasure to know him. And this is our Transatlantic trade number 2, and it's always a pleasure. And Hunter, thank you so very much. Package arrived, as I say, on the eve of my leaving. Couldn't have timed it better, right at the last minute, and just finding some time to break away from last minute packing and delve into this. So some fun, and I put it to one side, and really is nice to be able to sit down away from this packaging lark and share some goodness. Now, as I say, Tulsa Movie Den, Dust Devil, Hunter, great channel, great guy, truly is one of my top must-see YouTubers, who still has my favourite feel-good intro as well. And so once again, it's time for me to say, it's time for
Fanboy Freak Out.
Excellent stuff. Gotta love Fanboy Freak Out. Funky, feel-good fun for a smile factor 10. Okay, so what I hear you all scream though is in the package. What's Hunter sent? Well, just as a clue, it's a 70s classic from 1972. And let's just have a look inside and see what Hunter's kindly sent. Just put the camera down and delve inside. Okay, we have a letter, so fantastic, and Hunter's note says quite clearly, read me, so let's do so. And just pick up the camera again and share it with you guys. And here we go. It says, hey Paul, hope this package made it safely to your home. I made sure to pack it up with some extra goodies. Thank you very much. You certainly packed it extremely well, Hunter, that's for sure. It's well packaged. It's got like industrial tape on the outside. Really was always going to get here in one piece, that's for sure. Hunter goes on, I spent a few minutes in the local gas station. Quick trip, thinking of what screams America. I couldn't find it, so here's a whatchamacallit, laughing out loud. Also, here is an extra DVD for you. Consider it a housewarming gift. Thank you. That's really kind of you. Thank you so much. It is one of my favourite films, and I love the cover art. I hope you enjoy. All the best, Hunter, aka Dust Devil, aka, of course, the Tulsa Movie Den. Fantastic. Thanks, Hunter. I'll put that with the DVD, or surprise DVDs as well. But let's have a look in the package and find out what the trade is, the transatlantic trade that Hunter and I have set up between ourselves, and my package will be completed in the next day or two, and that will of course be coming racing out to you straight away, Hunter, I promise you. But the guys watching want to know what is it that we have traded on this occasion, so let's have a look and pull out the film itself. And here we go. That's a good poppable protective wrapping. So excellent stuff. And of course what we have is none other than the classic 1972 Blu-ray high definition release of Deliverance, and this is the 40th anniversary edition, which includes a 44-page book and lots of extra features, and the cast remembering the experience of filming what is definitely one of the greats of the 1970s. Now, this is a very nice digibook, and it's a film that I've thoroughly enjoyed over the years. In fact, just the other evening, another one of my favourites from the 70s was on one of the high definition channels, and that's Thunderbolt and Lightfoot with of course Clint Eastwood, and I love the film. It looked fantastic in its proper widescreen scope edition as well. Wonderful stuff, and this will be just as glorious, in fact more so, because it's on a proper true 1080p Blu-ray disc release. So there's a little look at the booklet that's inside. I will share this with you again when I get a chance to watch the film, but forgive me, I won't open it on this viewing, but wanted to share it with you. And as I say, very much indebted to Hunter for doing this. It really is a fabulous edition, so it's very much looking forward to seeing this. Those of you not familiar with Deliverance, it, as I say, is a movie from 1972, and this being the 40th anniversary digipack, digibook, Blu-ray release, will show it in all of its fabulous uncut glory. And it's of course a movie that sets the perfect scenario for the great survival movies. It's a badass, brutal movie and stars Burt Reynolds, who is in this film definitely at the peak of his career. And it's an excellent all-round cast as well that also has Ned Beatty, John Voight and Ronnie Cox amongst the stars of the film. But Burt Reynolds' character is Lewis, and he rallies three of his long-term friends to join him on an outward-bound canoeing trip into the mountains. And we know what happens when we go up into the mountains. It's not always the peak of our holiday. It can sometimes be a mountain horrific downward spiral as well, and this is definitely a movie that spirals out of control. The four friends leave behind them civilized suburbia, trekking outward bound on a canoeing trip to reacquaint their friendship and put the troubles of the world behind them. But unfortunately, the troubles of this world that they've dared to venture into takes grip, and it turns into a horrific nightmare vacation. And they're beset by two hillbilly hunters. Not our good friend Hunter, of course, but two hillbilly hunters. And they track them down like animals for the kill. It's a classic film from director John Borman. And it is a film that, as I've seen many times, but this is going to be a fantastic way to watch it. And there's just some nice little tidbits about this movie as well. The author of the book, James Dickey, not only did he write the book, but he did the screenplay for the film, and he gets a cameo at the end of the film if you look out for him. He plays the role of the sheriff in the film. Now, the realism of the movie is greatly benefited by the lead actors doing their own stunts in this production as well, and making use of the local residents by the production company as extras, and the hill people that feature in the film. But the roles played by Jon Voight and Burt Reynolds, incredibly, were originally offered to both Lee Marvin and Marlon Brando, who of course were very much at the peak of their careers around that time. But Lee Marvin, upon reading the script, apparently felt that younger actors would better benefit the movie. And director John Moorman, put the teeth in, talk about double deliverance. But director John Boorman agreed with Lee Marvin, and the rest of course is movie history, movie greatness. And you just, although in the back of your mind you have to wonder, having learnt that news, just how good it still could have been in a different direction with Lee Marvin and Marlon Brando in those lead roles. It would have been an interesting movie. It would have been so cool to have compared the two. But absolutely delighted with this, and can't thank you enough again, Hunter. Thank you so much. Absolutely delighted with this. In fact, I'm so happy that I could squeal like a pig in Shoot. I almost forgot the extras in the package. So let's leave Deliverance and venture back over to the dynamic Dust Devils package and see what other goodies my good buddy Hunter has put inside. Let's have a look inside and see. Well, he's very kindly got me another DVD, which is one of his favourites, he said, but there are some other bits and pieces inside. What have we got? We've got a goodie bar. We've got whatchamacallit. It is whatchamacallit. I thought it was a phrase that you were using in the letter, but it is a chocolate crunchy bar by the looks of it. Made with chocolate peanut flavoured crisps and caramel. More than a breakfast bar. It's a bar. None. Chocky bar. I added that extra line. Classic stuff. Fantastic. And we've got some extra bubble wrap inside there. But fabulous. Thank you so much, Hunter. That will actually probably go down quite well now for my supper, considering that everything's packaged away and can't even break into a tin of baked beans, so I'm going to be hungry till tomorrow. But thank you for that. And let's just have a look at... oh, excellent stuff. You are not wrong, my friends, with Blowout. It is also one of my favourite films as well. And absolutely fantastic stuff. Of course, Brian De Palma movie, and Brian De Palma is one of my favourite directors. And if you look at his work and you look back at the early work of Dario Argento, you'll see that Brian De Palma's style was definitely taken in quite some explicit and extreme and over the top angles and shoots and direction by the original greatness of Dario Argento. Nancy Allen is fantastic in this movie, and it's a fabulously well done film, because John Travolta's character is a sound recordist engineer, I believe, and their paths cross over as a killer is stalking them, and John Travolta uses all of his skills as an engineer with sound to try and pick up and piece together the bits of the puzzle that is left behind as a calling card by this crazed killer. And you know what, Hunter? I don't actually own this movie, which is scandalous, so this is extremely welcome. I'll definitely sit down with this again and look forward to watching it. So absolutely fabulous stuff. So here we have, of course, Blowout, and we're going to have a Munch Out with whatchamacallit. And the star of the show is, of course, Deliverance in a Digibook Blu-ray 40th anniversary edition. Excellent, excellent stuff. Great stuff. I will definitely be checking out both of those. The other side of my move, and look forward to seeing you all in a few weeks and catching up with lots of videos and missing out on so much stuff. But hey, these are the breaks, unfortunately, guys. We have to roll with them and come out the other side. And looking very much forward to getting back into the swing of it in a few weeks, as I say. But until then, thank you as always very, very much for watching my channel, commenting, subscribing. Fantastic of you to take the time to do not only watch but subscribe. I do appreciate it very, very much indeed. So thank you guys. See you all soon. Take care. Thanks a lot, Hunter. I really appreciate it. Your package will be with you soon. See you guys. Take care. Bye for now.